Boop, boop, and boop, boop. Hey, everybody, welcome back. Our last little bit here. So, you've checked out the room with that evocation and abjuration were marked on. You now approach the one that has transmutation and conjuration. All right.
Transmutation and conjuration.
Yes. Chance.
I mean, Zach doesn't know anything about this stuff.
Well, I'm sort of Signe's kind of like sticking with Zach, I guess. Question mark. Sure.
Yeah.
I'll come in with you as well.
Yeah.
We'll all go in together.
Well, I mean, you were checking out the other room for anything else while going on. So
Right.
there is a similarity between the previous room. There are these single beds which are close to the entryway, almost a workstation area, and then the bunk beds towards the back with some bookshelves which are near each of the bunk bed areas, some bookshelves near the single beds. All of these are empty, and then of course footlockers matching all of them.
Masters and apprentices.
There does seem to be a few books remaining, but like Signe could easily identify them as being books that are very generalized on the study of each of these schools of magic. So you could easily identify the two sides of the room. It seems that like whatever remains of the literature that was once here, it was the like baby's first magic lessons on your specialization. And the room does seem to be definitely divided in half as it was before. There does seem to be like chests that, if you would investigate them, have like foci items of their dedication to the school. The decor is relatively simple. On the one side, there's elaborate, probably the most elaborate alchemical lab, like even more than the one that was in the evocation area. But you can see that's maintained severe damage, so it would be beyond working. But it has an extensive collection of various chemicals, minerals, crystals, metals, and other kind of material samples that seem associated with it. So you can assume that this must be transmutation. Each is kind of in its own container and set up in a kind of way that it could be accessed as they needed. On the other side, there's a collection of preserved animals and creature parts. Each kind of in their own containers also.
That's gross.
Yeah. There's also a large summoning circle. It's
like,
yeah.
It's like engraved into the ground, I'm assuming.
Yes, like in the center of the area.
It's a fully done teleportation circle?
It would be more for like summoning like planar bindings and stuff, or maybe...
Oh, not like transportation. Okay.
Not like transportation, like conjuring something very powerful, the circle.
Would Signe know that? Like, would she know it's for like summoning planar beings and stuff?
Most summoning circles are for summoning. She recognizes it more as a summoning circle.
I don't know if she...
Yeah.
Okay. Does it look... I'm gonna ask Signe, is it functional?
Roll me Arcana.
Roll Arcana.
Sure.
I don't want to leave something that can bring something else here.
No. It seems whatever magic was attached to this is gone. Not that it couldn't be replaced, but you would have to have some skill in conjuration in order to actually, once again, reactivate the magic to it.
No, but the circle's intact, right? Like, you still need the spell and all that stuff, right? But... Yes,
the circle is intact, but like, destruction of the circle really wouldn't matter at this point in time.
Yeah.
Without the magic, it is kind of just writing on the floor, and someone could rewrite it. If you have the magic to do it, this is maybe like saving an hour's worth of time, kind of thing.
Yeah.
There's a chest nearby that if you quickly open it, it does seem to contain incense and candles that were probably used as part of the summoning rituals. There's also a pedestal nearby that is empty, but you can assume that that was where a tome would be placed. That would probably have the information on whatever you're trying to summon.
Okay. So I'm gonna look at the alchemical session. Sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say I take the incense and the candles just in case.
Okay.
I am gonna look for valuable things that seem valuable to me. Gold, diamond, dust, whatever.
You can probably find small amounts of that type of material. Nothing worth any kind of huge amount of value, but if you wanted to take a lot of the minerals and like crystal and all that kind of stuff, you could have a sample of a lot of different things.
Alright, so my mindset is we do have 2 magic users, right? Mm-hmm. That they could possibly need component stuff in the future. And can we take these and they might, like, would we have a list of things that this contains, or would you just say there's a certain value of stuff?
It's more like it's got a certain value, and if there's something related to a specific mineral, crystal...
Like Revivify, needing the diamond dust.
You probably don't have enough diamond dust, but it probably has, like... Because this doesn't have dust of diamonds, this probably would have actual diamonds with it.
Well, yeah, okay, we can make that. We can make it dusty.
But it would be like a couple of small diamonds that aren't worth a lot kind of things, you know?
Alright.
It's not really...
I understand that. I don't want Ulfgar to be, to be screwed because he wasn't here. And he might find that he needs.
You know, I'm not saying that there isn't a use to the material anyway. There very well could be. It's just that, like, monetarily you probably couldn't sell it off. Material-wise, if you come up with a great plan for needing some kind of, like, mineral or crystal or something like that, you would have access to at least a little bit of it.
Right. Okay, so I'll just take the bag of holding. Hey, Signe, can you hold the bag of holding at one end and just take my arm?
Yeah, just kind of like pouring a bunch of samples of various, like, mineral type material.
Like, I know that you don't use... I never actually seen you use things in your casting.
Not usually. There's a reason I took the incense and the candles, though.
Okay, I just know that some spells need stuff. I mean, very expensive.
There is a wizard in the castle as well.
Yes, but I'm more worried about us surviving out here. We don't
Understood.
have access to things.
I'm just saying that there's stuff that our group can't use. It may be useful there.
That makes perfect sense. You're right. You're right. I know the books you said are very general and aren't that useful to you, but would they be useful to training future candidates? Because we need to train more at our castle.
I mean, they're introduction books, so in a way, yes.
Because, I mean, we need reinforcements, and the next generation, they gotta learn somehow, right?
I mean, usually... I mean, look at me, I've never had formal training, and I'm doing...
Yeah, about that. I didn't bring it up last time, because you were really hurt, or a couple days ago, but the whole light out of your eyes and mouth thing, is that okay? Like,
it's just something that happens.
Okay.
It's not due to my pact. It's due to me as a person.
Okay. I'll respect that. I don't want to pry. Alright. So if you think they're useful, we should grab them. If you think that, we can do without, then screw it.
It's not the worst idea. I don't know how many wizards we truly have. And I also don't know how many wizards we have that are knowledgeable in transmutation or conjuration, so can't hurt.
At the very least, the wizard at our castle could add it to his library.
It's never a bad idea, even if they are basically children's books.
I mean, they're a little better than children's books, but it's definitely like what you would give a true novice who's specializing, though, is the thing, because it is a specialized book.
I'm calling them children's books as in, like, transmutation for dummies.
Yeah, that's disgusting.
Next room?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay. Okay, so this is the Divination and Necromancer. You can see that...
Ulfgar, I can hear you drooling, please.
So, once again, there are, of course, the, like, beds that are close by, the areas of work, and the bunk beds towards the back, each again with their own footlockers. But on one side of the room, there are many more bookshelves. All of them are similarly empty to the ones you met in the previous room, but the number of bookshelves is nearly double any of the other areas that you've any of the other areas have. That side also has what remains of a it looks like a large kind of pool area that maybe like a pool in the floor, except it's empty, and a number of crystal balls that seem lined up on one of the a bookshelf. One of the bookshelves is covered in crystal balls. The other side of the room has two skeletal the humanoid skeletons chained to the wall, and a pile of bones nearby. They have bookshelves that are similar with very few books as to the other bookshelves. It's just far fewer of them. Of course, there's the chests that hold foci, and the bunk beds, as I described.
Are the balls worth anything?
They're simple crystal balls, not enchanted.
I'm just looking at you.
Each of them does also still have a basic alchemical lab, but these are more. Well, these are similar to in the first room you were. The one side had a very simple alchemical lab. These have very simple alchemical labs.
So
and we've been
I'm
checking.
I'm going to recommend that we grab as much foci as we can.
Mm-hmm.
Because it helps casters.
Okay.
If we do start training people, we'll have them at least. Those we need, right? For
yes.
casters. The books they can learn from Tim or whatever, so they're not as important, I guess. They can be replaced, but it would take us a long time to recreate all these different types of foci.
We have been checking the footlockers, right?
Yes. They seem all cleared out.
Just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
This place seems oddly evacuated. It doesn't seem. It seemed like they had time. The amount of books that are missing, everything just seems too clean.
Or
it doesn't seem like immediate.
Or the Dread Army that came here took everything.
I don't think that's the case. I don't think the Dread Army would have use for any of this stuff.
What about the Dread Lord?
The Dread Lord.
And I'm sure there's goblin casters.
I mean,
amongst their other ranks.
The goblin that Signe was with was supposedly a caster.
And there's other goblinoid creatures with them too. I'm sure there are casters among them. This stuff wouldn't be worthless.
But how did they get here? I'm sure they didn't lock doors behind them. We got into this section right through getting through a locked door and then a trapped door. It just doesn't seem like them to. I think they just came through, cleared out what they could, and left, checking for whatever they fast.
Possible, but we don't know why people left this tower to begin with, or if there might be still people on any of the upper floors. There were only 3 floors up.
I know. I just doubt that the Dread Army took the books.
I'm saying the original habitant. There could be still some.
Yeah, that's they could be. It just seems like the other places we've been to, everything seems like a rush job. Like something came through and ripped their world away, right? Kind of like what happened to us. Versus this place seems, except for the 2 bodies and you look over at the skeletons chained up, it seems like this place has been evacuated. So maybe it's something we need to worry about. Maybe you're right. Maybe the top floors might have people in them. It's something we need to.
They could have evacuated up. Maybe something wrong happened down here, or they heard the break-in and went further up and took what they needed.
Yeah, and it might be more secure up there. We need to be more careful about doors.
Agree.
Don't want, and I'll gesture towards your hand.
Yes.
That still looks pretty painful.
Never thought about getting a hand piercing before.
Just to be saying it, there's also the possibility that a divination mage saw something coming, and that's why they were able to evacuate so quickly.
True.
I wonder.
A very
could-
powerful divination mage could perhaps see at least an hour, if not a day, into the future.
Could you see something in a divination that would literally kill you? Because he was the one that we found dead.
Yes, he's the one that we found dead. I don't think so.
What
Not to
about
my
if it
knowledge,
was-
at least.
What about if it was something so horrifying they had a heart attack?
That's possible, but I mean, with a heart attack, why would you look as if you were?
More violent. It looked more
Yeah.
violent.
Maybe it attacked its mind?
Yeah, that's what I was
It could
thinking.
be. Psychic damage is horrible.
Yeah, it is. It's the only one that Zach doesn't have any protection against. He's like, yeah. Okay. So maybe this guy saw something. In his last moments before he passed away, he was able to tell them to evacuate. Maybe. It's more reasonable than what we've been working on. Alright. Let's grab the foci and we'll head up. But we should be very careful from this point on, I think.
All right.
Agreed.
Now, if you do gather up some of the foci, you can discover in the necromancy chest is a large bag of onyx gems. About 500
Ooh.
gold pieces worth of them.
Do you want me to write it down, or do you want to write it down?
No, go ahead. Write it down.
Okay.
I think we
Oh,
all
I'm sorry.
were heading
Ulfgar
there.
would recognize that the more powerful undead creation spells requires onyx gems.
Okay.
The ones that create things
I'm
beyond
I'm just writing it
skeletons,
down
basically.
for him,
Also,
basically. and-
the skeletons in the wall, which are very chained up, very sealed up, are in fact skeletons. They can't reach you or do anything to threaten you, but it looks like whoever was studying creation of undead left theirs active.
Whoops.
I'm just gonna take 5 minutes with my greatsword and just keep
Ulfgar
stabbing them
might-
until they
Ulfgar
die.
might
Like
want
one
that.
hit on each of them will pretty much kill them. I mean,
Yeah.
they're
He
like,
has 2 already.
mhm.
Yeah.
Yes, but we don't
He
know how
has
many.
to.
We don't know how many he can control. He might want more.
Not that many.
Well, I mean,
Okay.
we can still collect the bones. He can still reanimate
Yeah.
them. I'm just
True.
not leaving a thread here.
Yeah. And there was a
Because
pile of bones.
Once
I
they
guess we
die,
We'll take the pile of bones and add it to the bag too.
It's a really big pile of bones. I mean, like, probably.
We'll take some, so he has extra bones. How's that?
make his ass carry it. He's around here somewhere.
Mhm.
Carry his own bone.
Well, I'm just saying we're taking some. Whatever Ulfgar is gonna want.
If he doesn't
has.
want it, then we can get rid of it.
Yeah.
But we'll have it just. in
I
case.
just want to say
Throw it
we're
out the window
taking
again.
some in case.
Okay.
You said there were stairs still going further up.
Yes.
Stairs again.
Mhm.
Yep.
I will
Um,
take point again.
All right, but this time we're not going to stay so far behind in case you need help.
That's fine.
We'll stay back 20, 30 feet.
Okay.
And just a movement with them, behind him.
All right. So,
I'm glad I spoke. to
this
the
room
person.
here has a sword rack in one area, with weapons filling it, long swords in decent condition. There are a number of bunk beds arranged around one of the walls, with empty barrels, barrels kind of haphazardly stacked in between each of these sets of bunk beds. Probably about 6 of them. Kind of to the one side of the center of the room is a table, a number of chairs. Each of the beds has a footlocker next to it. In the one corner of the room is a small alchemical lab on a table. There's, of course, a door out of this room. And in the roof of the center of the room is a strange crystal structure about the size of a man.
May I suggest we take as many of these swords as the bag will take?
Anyway,
They might be useful. Oh, sorry.
something is occurring. Thank you very much.
Oh.
Before you do that.
All right. See, this is why you get a trunk, right? You throw them all in a trunk, and then you throw the trunk in the bag of holding.
What is... Okay, you are it. Would you please give me a Constitution save chance?
Oh, it saw me, I guess.
As you kind of enter the room, a strike of pinkish lightning comes flashing out from the crystal and strikes into you.
Oh,
Crap.
I'm glad we're right behind him.
Okay.
We're like,
Oh, you are right behind him? Oh, goody.
Well, there is a move behind us.
Your move, okay. then you will take, oh god, 21 damage as a really good roll. As you feel parts of your body, like, almost...
I'm down to 11.
Kind of, like, dissipating away.
I scream in pain.
Uh-huh.
I will rush forward.
Uh-huh.
Like,
Stay back!
Mm-hmm.
I will rush to the door and look in.
Okay. So, you did see one other unusual thing before this hit you, is one of the walls had 10 colored panels on it. Black, white, brown, green, orange, yellow, orange, blue, purple, red, gray. And there was some writing on the wall. 4 lines, all in different languages. What languages do you speak, Chance?
Elvish and Common.
You don't recognize any of them. You just kind of like were taking a look at it, and all of a sudden pink lightning hit you, and it hurt like the dickens, as you felt like your soul was being disintegrated away.
Yeah, not good.
Mm-hmm.
So are you like on your ass on the ground, like after the hit?
Would I have fallen, or could I have stayed up?
You could have stood up. I mean, it just hit you, and it hurt like the dickens.
Yeah, I'm still standing, but I'm like probably doubled over in pain.
Chance. And I'll reach my hand out, like, come to the door. What happened?
So this like clock? Are you telling him like get down the staircase or what?
Yeah, I'm saying back up, and I'm starting to come. I'm going to try to come down.
Yeah, you can get down. Okay.
What
Something
happened?
hit me. Some kind of pink lightning.
You heal for 23 points.
Thank you.
Is that from your pool, or is that? The
No,
staff?
that's from the staff.
Staff
Did you
will
forget the
feel
pool again?
good.
How do you use the staff? Do you just like bash him in the head?
You just like tap him with it. You just like you like jab him with it, like with a poke, which is like it's like ow! Oh, I feel better. It's not even like a like
At least it's not like a sword.
yeah, I know. It's not like the
Stab.
or what was it? Like 3rd edition had arrows of healing.
Yes, which is you're a Cupid with healing. I don't know if there's some kind of trap there. There was some writing that I could not read on the far wall, and a panel of color spots.
Is there like an archway, a door before you enter the room?
I'm just checking something here. No, it's just like the staircase leads up, and as you walk up, you enter into the room, kind of thing.
Go ahead, Signe.
How close do you think we can get without getting zapped?
I got zapped when I stepped, I guess, through the archway.
It was kind of like when you got into the room, like, so you kind of like moved
Okay,
yourself
when I
up
walked into the room,
Yeah.
that's when it went off.
It seemed like when you were at like the very bottom of the, like when your head was just poking up, you weren't getting hit. You almost like as you kind of moved into the room to like look around more is when you got hit. So you could maybe like look around a little bit.
You may be able to peek your head in, but I
You
wouldn't
might be able to read the wall,
step
basically,
in.
kind of thing is what I would say.
Yeah. Can I go up and see if there's any celestial or draconic on the walls?
Sure. You will see there is one of the 4 languages is Celestial and one of the 4 languages is Draconic. So the Draconic one is the first one, and it says, "Battle, bring me to the ground, spilled on flowers, thrown around." The second line is in Celestial. It says, "Reflected in the water, look up, then down, clear from 1 minute, then obscure." The other 2 lines are languages you don't recognize.
Yeah.
Can I
Could
pop
you
my
put
head?
those in chat so that I can
Yeah.
Sure.
read them?
Can I pop my head up? Is there a primordial?
The last
or-
line is primordial.
We're getting there.
I figured it was something like that. They're like deep magic languages, right? So. Battle brings me to the ground, spilled on flowers, thrown around.
Blood? I don't know.
Battle brings me to the ground, spilled on flowers, thrown around.
The second one has to be moonlight.
Remember that these are on the wall with the 10 colored panels.
Yeah.
Our Lord rules over us, regal in his ways, just and fair, ever resplendent. Oh, and the panels are as follows. Let me get that too, so you know those.
I don't the Lord one. I don't get.
And these are the colors of the panels that are arranged below the words.
So red, maybe red, white.
Justin Fair I would think maybe if it's primordial, right?
Mm-hmm.
It has to do something with the elements. And fire is Justin Fair. It burns everything. Maybe that one is red.
Then what's the first one?
I don't brings me to the ground, spilled on flowers.
Oh, I don't know. Battle brings me to the ground, spilled on flowers, thrown around. I mean, battle brings me to the ground. I don't know, sweat? Piss? Like, oh, I'm scared! You
Water?
shit yourself when you're, like, fighting? Water? Battle
Rain?
brings me to the ground. Spilled on flowers, thrown around. That does seem like blood, right? Like
Yeah.
That's what I was
brings out
thinking
blood.
too, but that would be red. But
Or maybe fire's yellow? No.
and regal could be.
The sun! The sun! Regal
Oh.
Yeah, the
rolls
sun.
over-
Yeah, so that would be yellow.
So-
So red, white, something yellow.
Why white? Where's white?
White for moonlight. she was
Moonlight.
saying.
What?
Reflected in
Oh,
water,
and we
look
don't
up
know
and
what
down.
The other one is. We don't know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we
we
don't know what the
the
other language is.
Third one is. Does our dwarf friend know the language?
Unfortunately, I looked and he doesn't know the language, and I was looking at his sheet if he had a way to perhaps comprehend languages. Not directly,
No.
unless he's got an item that I haven't noticed here. I don't know if anyone would have had an item that would allow, or a scroll. Good question.
If
This
we
is
had a
this is
little
another time
goblin
we
guy.
need Clicky.
Yes,
We need
this would have
Clicky.
been the
The
need
wall.
for Clicky, who could have totally taken care of it. I would have to figure out what was in your cache of items to see if there was something that would have allowed such a thing, and I don't know if I
I had nothing for languages except for the helmet.
gave you guys anything. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Clicky's class thing. That was.
You might have had a scroll of it. I can say that maybe you did. It's like there's been a
Roll
lot
the
of lost
percentage.
items, and what's in the bag of holding is kind of hard to tell.
Yeah.
I think we did in the first go through in the first season
Yeah.
at one point, and I don't think we ever used it in the first season. I don't about the second season.
Yeah. I'm trying to look here at what Nokrin has too. There must I know there was a list of stuff at one point in time. Unfortunately. I mean, I can give you since, I don't want to screw you guys over. I could say you could have a scroll of comprehend languages if you want to use it here. Ah!
I mean, I can't cast it, so it doesn't matter.
I think Signe should be able to use it.
I think it's on wizards.
I don't know. Is there a restriction on scrolls?
Yeah, and
okay.
it has to be on your spell list for you to
Right.
cast it successfully.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have it on your spell list, you can try, but there's a big.
It's
chance
a warlock
it's gonna
spell.
fail.
It's a
Oh,
warlock
is it?
spell?
Okay. Yeah.
It's a warlock
you go.
spell. Bard, sorcerer, warlock, and wizard.
Yeah, so
There you
There
go.
you go. So, yeah.
You could read the last phrase.
We'll just...
What's the last phrase?
Okay, the last
The
one...
second to last.
The last one is in a language you do not understand, but you now understand it, you just don't know what language it is. And here is what it says. This is the third one. The earth splinters, the sky darkens, rain fills the gaping cracks.
gray
Earth
for a
splinters,
cloud?
the sky darken, rain fills the...
Or earthquake?
The earth splinters sounds like an earthquake. The sky darkens sounds like an eclipse. Rain
Or it could be
fall.
a storm.
Could be a storm. Could be blue.
Or gray for a storm.
Yeah, but rain fills... Oh, yeah, okay. It doesn't... Yeah. But why the earth splinters? That doesn't... Maybe
Could be a mountain.
black for a volcano.
Volcano. It could be...
But rain. That doesn't make sense. Rain
It's
fills the-
raining fire. Maybe it's not actual rain. Maybe it's raining like lava.
Just sky darkens.
And a
But why wouldn't it
volcano.
just say lava then?
Yeah.
That's the only thing I could think of with Earth splintering, though, would be,
But
and
then
it
what
would
a
darken the
volcano
sky.
color be? A red's already taken.
Well,
That's why I'm
sky's
thinking
dark.
gray.
Gray or black.
Gray or black, like the plumes in the sky. The sky
I mean, I can
darkens?
see how volcano would fit because, you know, ash
Yeah.
pulls over the sky and then that creates rain because of all the stuff in the air.
So we're thinking red, white, black.
Red.
Black.
And
So it's
yellow?
gray or black. All right.
Yeah, gray or black.
I could try shooting the panels from a distance.
Yeah, try that, because otherwise I will go in there
This
and take
Santantis'
the hit.
eyebrows raised.
Okay. I'm gonna tell you, you could shoot at them, but it looks like you need at least a little bit of force behind them. Your bolt will just kind of bounce.
All right, I got a minute, guys. So what do we think the colors are? We think the
Red,
colors...
white,
Red, white.
Red, white.
Do we want to start
Yellow.
with black?
black, yellow.
Yeah, red, white, black, yellow.
Okay.
I'm gonna rage. I'm gonna rage,
Uh
and I am gonna run in there and go and try to press
huh.
on the
Okay. Let's see here. What's your AC anyway?
button. It is 17.
Okay. The first bolt of lightning will strike out at you, but you will manage to kind of like snake out of the way as it kind of just
Shit!
dissipates, seemingly dissipates into the walls, as if the walls of this area are made to absorb it. Okay, you put in the first combination that you were trying. The panels push in, then they come back out.
Red, white, gray, yellow.
I'll try gray instead of black.
Okay, they go in. They come back out. Anyway, let me roll another roll.
Crap.
Okay, that's not
What was your
gonna
AC you said?
17.
Okay, make me a Constitution save. Alright. So you only take 9 damage. As you're only slightly disintegrated.
Because I'm raging.
Okay. Do you undo disintegration damage? 'Cause it counts as a disintegrate.
Only psychic damage. Only psychic damage is the
I'm
only
going to
damage.
go look up disintegrate now. Because it counts as a disintegrate effect. Alright.
I think that's narcotic.
Alright, let's see here.
Let's go to the red stone.
Okay, yes, it is force damage. Alright.
So yeah, I take half.
Okay, yeah, there you go. You take half of force damage. You're like body, you're like, oh! As you're
Yeah. I'm taking it. You can see like my form quivers
You
for a
see,
second,
you see
and
the
it just
part-
like fights through
You
it.
just like see particles of his skin like disintegrate away, like leaving like swatches where it's like
I need
black.
an idea. I need an idea now.
Well, here's my question. Did all 4 of them get entered and then all of them pushed back, or did they push back immediately once you hit them?
Once you hit all 4, they all came out. So it's pretty
Okay.
much just like a.
Did
it's
we
a-
not do it in the right order? Like,
No, we
and
tried
just-
it in the right order both times.
you did it in the order that you felt were the languages. The languages seem to be in
Okay.
order, basically. You know,
What was the first language?
it was Draconic, and that was the battle brings. To
Yeah.
the ground, spilled on flowers.
I'm
Thrown away.
pretty sure that the 3 colors that we have are right. The last one is the one I don't think we have right.
The earth splinters, sky darkens, rain.
Well, that's the second to the last.
And then, so you had red for the first one, and the second one was reflected in water, look up and
was
down,
white.
clear from 1 minute, then obscure.
Right, we said white
maybe
for that.
That's not right.
It could be
white.
gray instead of
Reflected
white.
in water, look up and down, clear from 1 minute, then obscured. I'm thinking white is right too, 'cause fog. I'm thinking fog, but why reflected in water? That makes no.
The moonlight would be reflected. What about yellow maybe for there?
What
Because it
does
could be
obscure
sun.
mean? What does the obscure? You're like
Clouds obscure.
Clouds.
Okay.
So
And then
maybe
I'm
it could be
thinking-
yellow. Maybe that's sunlight, not moonlight.
It could be, but then what's the fourth one? Which is
Yeah, the
technically
fourth
third
one I think
monarchy.
is sun.
Yeah,
The Lord
sure.
rules over us, regal in his ways, just and fair, ever resplendent, which was primordial?
Yes.
Yeah. Which the sun makes sense for primordial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The last language that's on there, which language was that?
Hey, Signe, just roll me an Arcana check here for a second.
Okay,
Yeah, I'm gonna give you something here.
please, I need help.
Uh-huh.
Never mind.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay.
You get the feeling that the languages mean nothing because the 3 languages you identify are ones that are often used in magic. You're
Yeah.
guessing the 4th language is more than likely magic type people would use the 4 languages. None of the clues seem to match to the actual languages.
Yeah.
Those aren't
I was trying to
important.
find some.
So you're trying to. So it's like you can basically say to Chance, like you're taking an extra step.
Yeah.
Well, I wasn't even thinking about matching.
Black, gray.
I was kind of, but I mean,
we tried black, gray, right? So
yes, we tried black and gray for the third.
Mhm.
I mean, we could just start trying all the other colors. Try brown.
Okay, I'll try brown. The only one I'm changing is the earth splinters. So
Okay, another bolt comes towards you because you've been talking a while. It doesn't hit you. You're like dodging out of the way, like, oh god.
no, I mean, I'm trying. I think I can keep my rage up as long as I keep getting attacked.
What about purple though? For our Lord rules
No,
over us.
I think I lost it. No,
I
I
mean,
just took
purple is a
damage.
regal color.
Yeah.
Are you striking me per round?
It is per round it shoots out.
Okay, so my rage ends.
Okay.
Because I didn't take damage. This round.
I mean, if you just
I
wanna,
could have shot you.
if you just want to stand there and take it,
If you want, I can keep shooting you.
I mean, I'll
I need to take damage to keep my rage. Like,
you could just stand there and take it too if you really want to. I don't know if that's really great. I don't know.
I mean,
Scared.
yeah, actually, I will take
It's
it.
just
Okay. Then Constitution save, please.
I need to keep the rage because it's more important than losing 20-something points.
orange.
All right, another 4.
All right. I need an answer. Come on.
Try brown in the third one.
All right, I'm trying brown in the third one.
So red, white, brown, yellow. No.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
What about red, white, brown, purple?
Okay, maybe
Purple for regal.
Or it could be orange.
orange. What's orange though?
I mean, the sun is yellow, red, and orange, like in kids' drawings.
I don't know. The earth splinters, the sky darkens. That really doesn't give us a lot of clues because it could be a meteor, it could be a volcano, it could be and then rain afterwards. Doesn't make sense.
Are there any spells that would do these things?
Battle brings me to the fountain.
No.
Okay. Listen, I
Okay.
was just saying, moonbeam, hi.
Mm-hmm.
It's my favorite spell.
Are there any
Oh.
colors associated with the
Really
different
dumb,
schools?
guys.
I'm just
Wait,
gonna
are there
go.
any? Are there colors associated?
No.
Wait,
There-
wait,
I'm gonna go
come
one
back
by
out.
one.
Come back out for a second.
Okay.
I have an
Why?
idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna lose my
The
rage.
banners of the. Can't you rage again or no?
What if you fight?
Okay.
Taking long rests.
What about the banners that were the different schools of magic? They were different colors?
Yeah,
Could
but
that-
there's like 8 schools of magic.
Could any of the schools of magic identify with these and maybe match the banner colors, and that's the answer.
Yeah, you're asking. I'm not proficient in Arcana.
I'm looking
There
I
are
doubt it.
yeah, there are 9 banners, and some of them were similar colors. I did say.
I'm just gonna start pushing them in any order.
Okay, I'm just trying to.
While they're trying to figure it
Okay.
out. 'Cause otherwise, I'm
got
gonna be taking
nothing.
a hit.
Can I make an intelligence check?
Sure,
to, like-
please give me an intelligence check. Thank you.
Yeah,
I will give you
we're
that.
dumb.
Uh-huh.
Thank you. You're supposed to tell
I will.
us.
I will tell. No, I'm telling you.
God no!
Okay.
I'm an
I will
idiot.
give you one thing. You feel like one of these you're the complete wrong track. The other 3, you've actually been doing some good things on it. Okay, Signe. You're pretty sure red is correct. I will give you. You're pretty sure Chance's suggestion is correct for the last one, since purple tends to be a regal color.
So we know red and
Okay.
purple.
You think you're completely on the wrong track on number 2.
Damn it!
Yes.
So maybe that one's yellow for sun. No.
Just is disappointed in us.
Reflected in water, look up and down.
Uh-huh.
No.
Clear for 1 minute, then obscure. Oh, water! No. Reflected in water, no. Damn it, no.
Um,
You actually have danced around what the answer is, and I'm really surprised none of you got it, and it was so, like...
I think you think your clues are way more obvious than
No,
they
well,
are.
that's the thing is, I understand why they're not way obvious. It's just there's something that you guys have thought about, and you've skipped it. You've suggested...
Wait, is there a
everything-
silver? Is there a silver?
No.
Oh, wait, gray.
No.
No? There is a
Okay,
gray, though.
The regal one.
What about a mirror kind of thing with reflected water? Maybe it's the gray?
I'm still pushing buttons.
Okay, yeah, I'll roll a couple of... let's just make a couple of Constitution saves while they're trying to figure this out. I don't know.
At least keep the ones that we think are positive, keep those the same.
No, he's literally telling us we're wrong on that.
No,
He's telling us
I
we're
told
right.
you...
He said red and purple are most likely right, so
Yeah,
keep red and purple.
I said basically red and purple are correct. Red and purple are
so
correct.
it starts with red, ends in purple. The middle 2 are fucking weird.
Mm-hmm. Just
I
give me a
didn't
combination. So 5 and we'll just and there's your other one. 5 and 4. Oh, and then 3. So those are the damage you take. Give me 3 combinations for the center, starting with red, ending with purple. Zach, what you press?
Starting at red, ending in purple. Is this the order that you wrote it? Is this the order?
Yes.
Well,
Okay.
No.
no. The Earth Splinters is the second.
That's the
from
third one.
last.
That's the
Third.
third
That's
one.
the third.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
So the
reflected
2
one is
middle
number
ones
2.
we're not sure about is the reflected in water and the Earth, then the Earth Splinters. Those
Okay,
are the 2 we're not
so,
sure about.
Okay, ending in red, starting in red, ending in purple.
Mhm.
Reflected in water, look up and down, clear from 1 minute, then obscured. I'm gonna do blue
Okay.
for the sky,
Oh, the sky, duh.
and then our Lord
That
over
is
us,
right.
regal in
So
his
red,
ways,
blue,
just and
something
fair.
purple.
That the Lord one is purple.
That's purple. That's purple.
Yeah,
Earth
yeah.
splinters, and then I guess we already did red, so yellow.
We need
for
Earth Splinters.
Like volcano.
It's
I'm
red,
thinking.
blue, something purple.
Yeah.
Brown, gray.
The Earth splinter's the third one.
Right.
Okay.
What about
Yes.
brown?
I'm
Red,
thinking
blue,
yellow.
brown, purple. Okay, try yellow. Red, blue, yellow,
Yellow
purple.
doesn't
Thinking
work.
yellow.
You got 2 more.
Okay,
You got
so
2
that's
more
the
before
first
you have to before you have to make
Yes.
another save. You got
What
2
about
more.
brown?
Okay.
Red, blue, brown, purple.
Okay, I'll try brown.
Brown doesn't work.
Yeah, I'm telling you that's not right. Orange. I'll try orange for magma.
Nope.
Okay, so now it's another roll.
Not a con save. You've been rolling really
Yeah,
well in
I'm-
these con saves.
I'm doing fine. Well, I have a +8.
Yeah.
I'm doing
Gray?
fine, guys. Don't worry.
Gray?
6 damage. Ooh, max damage.
Fine. Gray.
Gray
I
is
did
correct. Mhm.
Oh my god, red, blue, gray, purple.
You guys are lucky you have a barbarian.
I was
Yeah.
No, I really... okay, you got the red pretty quickly. Joe suggested
Yeah.
the purple. That was great. I was like, oh, cool, he's on the right track.
Blue, I can't believe we didn't get.
Yeah, I know.
That
You
one-
guys were not thinking the sky reflecting.
Yeah.
Clear 1 minute.
What was
then
gray?
obscure.
Ash?
It's supposed to represent rain clouds.
Oh,
Why is
then what the
Earth
hell's the
splintering?
earth splintering?
It's supposed to be like a dry earth soaking up the rain.
Okay,
I know that
that's
one.
not how it comes
I will
across.
give you that one was the worst because I haven't redone these in a while, so I will agree that one was probably the.
I would say a
The worst.
quenched earth or a thirsty earth or a It's hard when you add an earth. It's really hard to go to sky.
Yes, I understand.
But, okay.
I understand. Like the thing is, you guys
Ow.
were sort of thinking like the way you were thinking. You were getting the right colors, like gray, dark, and stuff like that. It's just that when you got it wrong, you worked away from that. So it was like your logic wasn't bad logic either. That like volcano could have worked too for kind of like that, so you can get like grays and blacks and stuff. So that wasn't bad, you know. It's just like when you guys did not get the sky one, it was hilarious because you're like doing it's the moon, it's the sun. I'm like, what are they in?
The sky.
Yes. Oh,
How
I don't
much
think about the
damage did
sky
you end up
reflected in
taking?
water. I
Yeah,
think
no,
the
I
moon
don't
reflected in water.
I actually was thinking mountains.
Mhm.
Like when you go to a mountain range with the water and it like reflects it, makes it look like a mirror. But all right,
Sky makes
It's
sense
fine.
though.
you guys come in and I'm just like my clothes are all just holes. Like they're
Okay, well, before we come in, I'm gonna wait a few seconds and make sure nothing else shoots at him.
You know it doesn't.
Okay, now we'll come in.
No. You guys are lucky no one else came in because it does arch. It would have hit more than one of you.
Ugh.
It was awful trap. It would have
I
been
debated about running in and trying to help, but I'm like, that's probably gonna be a bad idea.
awful. Gosh. But no. I think it was like 3 of these were better than the 4th. They weren't all winners, and I agree to that one. I'll have to work on the Earth Splinters one a little bit, so to come up with that. I have to refine that one. I know that. Okay.
so.
But
yeah.
but we got through it to some hilarious effects for me because like anyway, it shuts off. The kind of glow from the crystal fades away, and why don't we end it here because we are past our time, and then we can come back next time to resolve what's been going on with the horrible death crystal and going beyond it to the door that's
We're gonna end with the thing turns off, the camera pans down to Zach with holes in him and like holes in his clothes and bruises on his body, and he just goes, "Fucking magic." And that's-
No.
And then you're healed for 8 points by some magic, motherfucker.
I really liked you didn't take the other option, which was there.
Huh?
You could have attacked the thing.
Oh god, no.
You could have attacked the crystal.
No, you don't attack magic.
It actually was an option I put
didn't-
down.
I was assuming it's in the roof because you said it was built into the roof.
Yes,
so I
it
didn't
wasn't
think I
easy to
could-
reach. It wasn't easy to reach.
I mean, I could have been shooting at it from the archway.
To kind of get a good angle.
Oh,
you
actually, I
probably
could
would had to be within its thing. But
Actually, no. I seen it in the last minute. I could have used my seeking arrow.
I would have done it. Oh yeah, you've seeking arrow. You could have just shot an arrow and had it like
And it
arch,
does force damage.
arch in a weird way and hit into it or something. So
And it
anyway.
does force damage.
Regardless,
I could
though,
only do it once, but I
It's
could have.
wonderful. He just swings the bow, and the arrow like
Yeah,
arches for some
yeah,
reason.
he like just like a crossbow like arch of weirdness or something. I don't know. It would be like trick shot. Anyway,
I mean, you want to talk about brute force? That was brute force in it.
you
Yeah.
you brute forced it. You brute forced the puzzle. That's definite. God.
I'm lucky I take half damage on force. 'cause that-
Oh, it was so much damage. It's dealing.
How much was it like all together? Like,
Oh
how
my
many?
god.
I got
I rolled
Too much.
Oh god. A lot
so
of d6.
9, 9 plus 9.
Yeah, so 18 plus 10
Plus
is
10,
28 plus
plus
9
9,
is 37 plus
plus
6 is
12.
43 plus 12 is 55 damage.
That's me normally. So it took half my health
Mm-hmm.
doing this.
Yep.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And you managed to make, and that's since you made all your Constitution saves.
Yeah.
If you'd failed one, it would have been 5d6.
I mean, what was the DC?
Like me.
if you want me asking?
A DC 14.
Yeah. So I only had to hit a 4 or what, a 6 or higher.
Yeah.
to pass it.
My Constitution's not that great. I get plus on my save.
Look, not everybody can deal with disintegration lightning trap. It's just...
Oh.
Yep.
That was
Okay.
ridiculous.
Well, thank you for
Yes,
coming.
thanks for coming. It's been great. It was a fun time. They fought doors. 2 to 2. 2 wins, 2 losses on the doors.
No, this is my win. Fuck that thing.
Does it count as a door, though?
No, it's a trap.
I don't know what happens. We'll see.
I mean,
We're
there's
2 to 2 on doors.
There is a door
This is
in
a
this
trap.
room, so maybe this counts as that door
I
also.
count it. We can't get to the door without getting into the room.
That's true. So 3 to 2. You came out winners today. You only lost to the doors twice.
And we are the champions. Starts playing.
All right.
All right.
Join us next week at this same
Oh,
time. This
God.
same channel.
Joe, anything to promote?
Saturday.
Possibly.
Hopefully.
Good chance of it. We'll see though. Mads, I guess.
If not Sunday.
Unfunnyone, anything on your end?
No.
Okay. As for myself, I could find me here daily. We'll be back next week's normal time. Hopefully, Tib will rejoin us and be feeling healthy again. If you want to see more tabletop stuff, as Joe said, Saturday should be discussing tabletop. Sunday's the tabletop. And then next week, I also do have Vampire the Masquerade on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. All the times are down below. The schedule is actually pretty accurate right now. If you're looking for me for just doing some gaming, I'll be back tomorrow noon for more of my time at Porsche. I've been playing a ton of that stuff. Remember, check out any of our kind of links and stuff. I think I did forget something. To upgrade the links and stuff for people, because we changed the players. I remember to upgrade the background we had, not the links.
Well,
Yours and Mads are
nothing,
correct,
so-
because Mads has nothing,
yeah.
and yours says just, like, your Twitter. So,
Yeah. There's nothing except for funny anecdotal things and animals and too much politics.
it sounds a lot like other people's Twitter stuff, so I mean, it's normal. Anyway, and down below, make sure to check out all the links, including Discord, which I just updated a bunch of stuff on, and things like that. And anyway, I'm going to get going before my brain breaks any more than things I've done today, so bye, everybody.
Bye.